Israeli Navy prepares for major earthquake August 16, 2019. The large-scale 5-day multinational exercise with 10 foreign fleets off the coast of Haifa, simulating the aftermath of a major earthquake, has led the Israeli Navy to another level of preparedness. Israeli Navy prepares for big earthquake 1 ID waves. The Navy's large-scale multinational exercise that simulates the consequences of a major earthquake. Photo credit IDF spokesperson's unit dubbed ID Waves. The exercise was attended by hundreds of soldiers on 6 ships. 5 helicopters also participated in the exercise, which focused on the aftereffects of a magnitude 7.5 earthquake that left thousands dead and hundreds of thousands homeless. The exercise also focused on the recovery of victims, including those underwater and, most importantly, the transfer of humanitarian aid. Countries that participated with ships included the Israeli Navy with INS Lahav, the United States with USS Donald Cook, Greece with HS Aegean and France with FREMM Auvergne. Other countries that sent observers for the training included Cyprus, Canada, Ireland, Germany, Great Britain and Chile, as well as NATO. As the Navy led the training, other Israeli Defense Force IDF bodies, including the Internal Front Command, Directorate of Operations, Medical Corps, and Directorate of Technology and Logistics participated. Other civilian bodies, including various government ministries, the National Emergency Management Agency, and Haifa Port also participated. It was the largest exercise the Israeli Navy has ever led. Israel needs to prepare for an earthquake. Statistically, this happens every 100 years and this is the right time to prepare and carry out such training, Ajar Amichai Rayam, head of the Israeli Navy Doctrine Department, told the Jerusalem Post. With the country's infrastructure, including airports and port facilities, likely to be destroyed or seriously damaged after a major earthquake, the sea and therefore the Navy will play an important role in bringing in humanitarian aid. Rayam said, "We are sure the Navy will be in charge of humanitarian aid. You never know when such a disaster will strike or where it will strike, but we can build a toolbox to match the expected scenarios so we can build priorities and see the capabilities of each country. After an earthquake, we will need to bring humanitarian aid to Israel and we know that Israel, which has many allies, will need them to help. It will be a coalition event and more countries than those who participated in the exercise will likely send humanitarian aid. We understand that 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is much more than 4. The 10 CDR Al Compton, who participated as an observer for the Royal Canadian Navy, told the Post that while the two navies and interact so much because of the distance between them, Canada has niche capabilities and experiences that would be beneficial in a scenario of earthquake. He said, "Canada is very experienced in humanitarian and disaster relief, taking part in missions every year, both in North America and abroad. Much of our recent knowledge would be beneficial in such a scenario. Canada has niche capabilities, military and civilian, to help." The Israeli Navy used the example of the 2010 Haiti earthquake, which had a magnitude of 7, and destroyed a large part of the island and killed between 100,000 and 316,000 people. Following the devastating earthquake, Canada rushed to provide aid to those affected by sending hundreds of soldiers and ships. According to Compton, while it is ideal for a Canadian ship operating in the eastern Mediterranean Sea to respond to this disaster, Canada would be able to quickly deploy other teams more important to Israel if needed. He said, "Canada goes beyond ship platform capabilities. There are many other capabilities, such as medical teams and experienced dive search and recovery teams, that can be quickly deployed." Although it is his first time in Israel, Compton told the Post that he had been sent to Lebanon to help evacuate Canadians during the Second Lebanon War in 2006. In this regard he said, "This allowed me to discuss similarities with IDF officers during the training. Although the initial event is different, the final response in terms of coordination is very similar." According to Rayam, coordinating plans and scenarios was a challenging aspect of Mighty Waves, but it was very necessary and meaningful that was done. He informed, "After intensive 5-day training with all kinds of assets, I can say that I am pleased that we have pushed our country and Navy one step ahead in preparing for an earthquake, a scenario we cannot know when it will hit us. God willing, we will not face one, but now we are one step ahead to be prepared."